Hello, very good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Charlie State and Louise Minchin.
Our headlines today. At least 78 people dead and 4,000 injured in a huge explosion in the Lebanese capital, Beirut.
The blast, which shook the entire city, began with a fire at a warehouse which housed thousands of tons of ammonium nitrate.
We'll be live in Beirut throughout the morning with the latest on the desperate search for more survivors.
The Children's Commissioner for England calls for the government to prioritise reopening schools over pubs in any future lockdowns.
Good morning. New car sales were up 11% in July compared to last year. But what happens when pent-up demand dries up? I'll be looking at the long road to recovery.
Morning. It is football's richest match and Fulham won it at Wembley. The London club are back in the Premier League after beating local rivals Brentford in the Championship playoff final.
Good morning. There's a fair bit of cloud around today. We've got rain coming in from the west and also some rain in the north. The driest and brightest conditions will be in the south and the east. I'll have all the details later in the programme.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, July the 5th. Our top story. Lebanon is in mourning today after an explosion ripped through the capital, Beirut.
At least 78 people are now known to have died. Thousands have been wounded as rescue workers continue to search through the rubble this morning. Officials say a confiscated haul of explosives was to blame. This report from Sean Dilley contains some distressing scenes.
It was a catastrophic explosion. What? The blast was heard 150 miles away. Another view from moments earlier shows a fire in Beirut port. Authorities say the flashes were caused by fireworks. But then as the sound of the explosion rang out across the city, windows smashed and buildings were destroyed. From the streets, Beirut could only watch as the carnage unfolded.
We were at home. We heard what sounded like fireworks. We thought it was a container in the port that was on fire. A few seconds later, we were flying through the air.
Already heavily stretched by the COVID crisis, Beirut's hospitals were overwhelmed by casualties in need of urgent treatment.
We have at least 300 wounded in the hospital right now. We have 6 operating suites that are